Dear all, welcome to this new episode of the CATIA TV, this time on the topic of XCAD collaboration with SolidWorks and CATIA Electrical on the 3D Experience platform. Our two subject matter experts for today are Axel Seri, CATIA Electrical and Fluidic Industry Process Senior Consultant, and Thomas Maiti, PDM Partner Sales Senior Manager. Their exclusive and collaborative presentation will show a multi-CAD and electrical design process accessible to small and medium businesses, seamlessly enabled by the 3D Experience platform. Axel and Thomas will deep dive into how to combine the ease of use of SolidWorks with the power and breadth of CATIA Electrical connected to all the necessary data, directly managed in a collaborative environment on the 3D Experience platform. Again, the CATIA TV webinar will be held here in this post in our CATIA user community, and it will give you the capacity to interact in live with our subject matter experts throughout the chat. So enjoy our topic, and we wish you a very good webinar.
Hello, everyone. I'm really excited to be here. It's CATIA TV, and for myself, that's a really, really big deal because I'm a historical SolidWorks person, and all my life I've spent in the SolidWorks ecosystem. But Axel, I'm just realizing I'm being rude again. I'm just starting to talk, and I think we need to step back. Can you introduce yourself?
Hello, Thomas. Hello, everyone. No, thanks for being here with us on this CATIA TV. I really appreciate our new collaboration. So a few words on me. I'm Axel Seri. I'm part of CATIA brand. I'm sitting in south of France, in Toulouse. But
Very
where
nice.
are you located as well, Thomas?
I'm located near Hanover. So I'm originally from Tyrol, Austria, but I'm sitting in the home office near Hanover. And so my position is I'm responsible for sales in the SolidWorks world and now for the 3D Experience Works portfolio. And so this is how our paths crossed, because we obviously with the 3D Experience platform, we have got a new way of collaboration. And I think we have got a very strong CAD system with SolidWorks, and there's a very strong electrical part of CATIA. And I think we both could benefit from each other. What do you think?
Yes, thanks to this platform proposal with the multidiscipline and the multi-brands collaboration, we can really provide to the users the maximum of benefits, whatever is a CAD source. So it's great collaboration that we initiate here. So I'm glad to co-present this session with you, Thomas. I hope we can bring some value to our attendants.
Okay, so I would say we get straight to it. We're going to switch on the PowerPoint presentation. We're going to switch on our headset so the sound will be even clearer. And we're going to talk you through the XCAD, multi-CAD, SolidWorks new relation to CATIA Electrical. Exciting. Okay.
Let's go.
So I managed to put my headset on and start the PowerPoint presentation. And we're going to cover today how the 3D Experience platform is connecting desktop solutions with the cloud. And in this specific example, we're going to talk about the CATIA Electrical Systems Engineering. And in the end, we have got a small review what we've seen and also where the journey is going to. But let's start with this. Imagine the ease of use of SolidWorks, the power, breadth, and depth of CATIA, and this with the convenience of a browser-based PDM solution and coupled with the world's best PLM from Innovia, and all the data managed in a collaborative environment on the cloud. And you can see there are pretty big names here on that screen. But how is that possible? And the answer for that is it's the 3D Experience platform. It's the compass. And the 3D Experience platform is a secure and collaborative, you can say a one-stop shop for everyone in the design and manufacturing ecosystem. And for the first time, we managed that all functions from end to end are fully integrated and have transparent access to need to know information, yeah, in a single environment. And every stakeholder's experience is enhanced and united as they use specialized tools and real-time data to improve efficiency. We optimize the product development and increase innovations. So you gain a competitive advantage with the 3D Experience platform today and deliver a better customer experience of tomorrow. So I think that gives a good picture, but how does this look like in practice? And I've brought here a screenshot. Here's a screenshot of the 3D Experience platform. And this screenshot shows us more than you would expect. So first of all, we can see here native SolidWorks files, yeah, where we have the SolidWorks logo. We have got native CATIA files, which are combined. And on the top, we have got a native 3D Experience file, which is the assembly for that. But not only is the 3D Experience platform fully multi-CAD capable, it's also multidiscipline, because we see here the mechanics, the mechanical engineering coming from SolidWorks. We see electrical, we see harnessing, and even going down to PCB design. So this is a very holistic approach. But in the example, what we are talking today, it is about electrical, CATIA electrical and SolidWorks. And we start off with the SolidWorks with a structure mechanical design. All the data is held together by Innovia PLM for our KM use. And in there, we hold all the requirements. It's traceable. We have got a digital mockup tool in there, the project management where we can monitor all the tasks, and even down to the change management. And don't forget the bill of material. And we show now how these three parts come together in a specific example with the CATIA electrical and how we do electrical systems engineering on the cloud. And on that note, I would like to hand over to Axel.
Thanks, Thomas. I would like to start highlighting this process with a video showing the collaborative design in SolidWorks and CATIA enabled by the 3D Experience platform. So let's start this video. Here we are from a web browser reviewing the dashboard of the project, where we can, for instance, highlight and review the task, and as well navigate into the project data structure. So we can review any type of data, whatever is their authoring tool for design. Here, for instance, the structure is defined in SolidWorks, authored by SolidWorks designer, and the electrical harnesses are designed into the CATIA application. So we are here a multidiscipline BOM review. We can now jump into the shoes of the electrical designer, so we can directly, from this navigation browser, jump into the 3D application on the west side of the compass and directly reach the electrical application of CATIA. So we can see quickly here the design of harness, which will be reviewed later in this session more in detail. We route the segments of the harness. You see here that we can directly design and place the component over the SolidWorks structure. It's fully compatible as multidiscipline design, and we get connected directly to the equipment. We can review some quality check here, such as segment connectivity, and we have here following the cable assignment into the segments, where we will define the cable route and adjust the length of the cable, but also the segment diameters. Now we are back to the collaborative view, back to the platform analysis where we perform some checks and detect some interference checks, sorry. So these clashes are notified by 3D markups and with some tasks associated to be reviewed by the designer. So the tasks, the data, are assigned to the users for modification. So the user can jump into the 3D markup to review in detail where is the interference, and then open its data to perform the modification. So here we will modify the structure done and authored into the SolidWorks interface. So the designer here is opening directly the data assigned to the task and to the change into SolidWorks app. So here SolidWorks is starting and the designer is performing the changes. So we see here that the SolidWorks interface is also connected to the platform. So the change is directly saved into the platform. And the data can be reviewed instantly with a refresh. So the electrical designer and any DMU digital mockup responsible can refresh the data and review the changes. So here we see that we have a smooth navigation into the data, whatever is the source of design, whatever the CAD we are using, either CATIA Electrical for the harnesses or the structure done in SolidWorks. Now let's describe the CATIA applications. Here is the view of the process I'm going to describe, starting with the requirement driving the design, which is not detailed here in these sessions, following with the diagram creation overview, then the centric part, the harness 3D design, finishing with the manufacturing documentation generation, consisting in the drawing for harness manufacturing. Net and wiring diagrams. So we are here having a view of the connectivity diagram generation, such as equipotential nets or wiring diagrams. It's an easy description of components like connectors, cable, either on the fly or reusing from existing, from libraries, database, or existing diagrams. It describes all the connectivity information with their properties. It defines smart diagrams into the system. And the platforms also delivers a set of instance checks to make sure the design is compliant with requirements. We have then an intelligent synchronization with a 3D mockup, which can check everything from the diagrams is available and well-defined in the digital mockup. So we can have here the cross-review of the definition from the diagrams to the 3D design. This will help the 3D designer to drive its design based on the electrical's informations and properties. Any change would be able to synchronize, and then there is also design checks consistency with cross-highlight from diagram to 3D view. Let's jump now in the shoes of the 3D digital mockup designer. So we are in the CATIA 3D electrical interface, and we will enrich an existing diagram, starting with the electrical component management that we can pick from the libraries. It's a multiple selection and filter from the diagram based either on keywords or properties, and with an easy placement, which we call smart placement, over the surfaces. So you see here that you can really quickly and easily place a component with smart positioning. These components have intelligent connectivity point, which will be recognized for all the electrical description of the system. Here we start to define the harnesses, which is space allocation for the wires, using this component and describing the electrical information. So we can directly connect to the existing network and enrich, selecting all the components. The designer have an instant checks with icons of its connectivity. You can also manage electrical properties such as diagrams, bend radius, drive the design with lengths or with slacks. We see that it's instantly modified based on these properties, which are electrical informations. So we can enrich with multiple connectivity. easily and quickly with offset positioning of interface points, junction points. And you see instant visibility of the connectivity status. Then we have a set of definition like slack management. We can add the length on some portion of the design, and also protection covering definition. Sleeves, thermal protection, mechanical protection, which you define with the right length, which allows to have the proper diameter, space allocation, analyze clashes with the structure, and have the right dimensions for the harness. There is also here some connectivity checks with color interface. And now we will route the wires. So we get the wires from electrical definition, either with the smart diagrams or with Excel sheet or listing. And then the system is describing direct connections between extremities. And will now route means allocate these wires into the harnesses that has been defined. This will allow to generate the right lengths for the wires, but also to update the diameter, then to have a global consistency of the digital mockup. It will also be the starting point for the harness manufacturing, which we need to know the electrical information. Last but not least, we have the capability with a very, very powerful application to generate the drawing for harnesses manufacturing, either form board or harness drawings. So let's review shortly what we can offer. We have harness drawing generation, which we use to call one click with automatic length annotation, automatic properties display based on the company definition. We have here properties for each wires and cross-section view for the connectors. All this display is fully customizable. It's designed based on the company rules and the project definition. You have here symbolics for protective covering, automatic report integration, which are completely smart and linked with 3D design. Any change is updated based on the change of definition of the design. We have also the jigboard generation, which is pretty similar of the first generation, but which is taking into account all the topology of the harness. All the design information, bend radius, rules, diameters are taken into account in this design. We have also a smart layout definition, which is a bit accelerated here, but which assists the designer to really create the jigboards information that are needed for manufacturing. This manipulation takes into account, you can define here your own rules for the manufacturing and the layout of the jigboards. It will check the bend radius information, it will check the minimum angles for production, and all this kind of information you need to have to check for your design, such as splice manufacturing and properties. So it's a really ergonomic and easy to use interface. Now we generate the drawing, same as the harness definition, all annotated with the symbolics that are required, cut length, for instance, properties, and back view of the connectors. One powerful capability as well is this cross navigation. You can really control your design of the form board of the flat view with the 3D definition. Important capability as well is the torsion management, twisting of components when you place them in the jigboard compared to the 3D design. So the user can manipulate and control the constraint he's defining. And final view, we are seeing a review of design change synchronized in the form board. So any change can be updated, but with control. So it's a capability to check the cost and the number of updates to bring into your form board at any changes.
Thank you, Axel, for this interesting insight into the electrical systems engineering. And what can we conclude from that? What we have seen today is the 3D Experience platform, with some basic apps, yeah, the collaborative backbone of the 3D Experience platform. And we've used a specific example where we coupled the power of SolidWorks and the power of CATIA Electrical. But this was only a small insight, yeah, what is possible and where the future is going. Because if we look further ahead, yeah, we have a lot of stuff within the Dassault System portfolio, and it starts from design and engineering to PLM to simulation and even to manufacturing, and sometimes it can be a bit overwhelming. But the key is that there is value in having access to all these capabilities when we need them. And all these are native to the platform, so we don't need to worry about translating data from A to B.